Gov conspiracy debunked. Let's see if I could get sued like that TikTok star, right? From old John Koberger Berg with his dumbass bribes. All right, so just like Chris Cuomo said and a few of the other people on the news agencies after Chris Cuomo did it, there's that security guard who got killed in Washington State that apparently knew Brian Koberger. What if Brian Koberger, because of his heroin background, knew that that security guard was selling marijuana and they were the security guard and weed and going into Idaho and selling it at the other college, you know, because cheap weed, $50 ounces out here, result into $25 2-gram dubs out there. It's still the old prices in Idaho. So this fucking dumb shit that lives 10 miles from the border that's selling marijuana convinces this little criminology student who used heroin addict to run with him for a little while. You know, Brian's not on heroin. He's not on anything. Just smokes a little weed. It's Washington fucking State. Everybody smokes weed. You know, who the fuck cares? His dumbass goes with his friend who's a security guard out there to sell marijuana to what the security guard says is a bunch of college kids at 4 a.m. He's going to make some money, right? That's what he convinces the little dumb heroin addict of. For some reason, there's either a K-bar knife that either Brian touched of the guys that got accused of being his, or, and you know, maybe they used it to snort some cocaine. It's not like I haven't snorted cocaine off a knife in a car before. And, you know, maybe that's how his DNA got on the sheath. So maybe it was a little innocent thing. Brian stayed in the car. He didn't know what the fuck to do. The guy convinced him that he was going in and needed the knife for the weed deal. You know, because like Sean Wilcox, who needs to have a gun on him to sell marijuana. This dumbass security guard's convincing this fucking idiot criminology student that he needs to have a weapon on him during an innocent weed deal with a bunch of underage college students, except a couple are overage, but it's just cheaper weed, you know? He goes in there, kills the fucking college student, comes back out, fucking sits in the car with Brian. Brian doesn't know what to do, and he threatens to kill Brian the whole entire time, and probably even kill his friends and other people. Later on, the security guard gets shot. Nobody finds out about drug dealing. Brian has no defense, and now with the cell phone pings, you can't explain that without the security guard being alive and proof that maybe they were going to marijuana stores, or the security guard was buying significant amounts of weed, or even buying it on the black market, because it's not like that don't happen, and taking it in and selling it at top dollar 10 miles across the way in a non-decriminalized state for marijuana. So that could be a defense. Now, how could that get debunked? Why would Brian Koberger be with this security guard, and why would this security guard and then be selling marijuana like that? And why would this security guard have a K-bar knife and Brian touch it, and maybe he got extramental DNA on it just checking it out, and maybe he took it out and just put in a little fucking zipper of coke down his fucking nose, you know, because I got off heroin once too, you know what I mean? But you never know exactly what the hell their stories are going to be in court, and exactly how you could try and find a criminal defense attorney to say that this was innocent, and maybe we have something there, and we have something with all these TikTok internet sleuths and these national media people putting it up and trying to debunk it themselves in an act of guilt on the guilty party side's Kobergers, to try and figure out if actually, when it gets debunked, that it is not exactly the way that Koberger's defense would try and present an innocent drug deal from one college to another.